Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's stream, I got some great news, some updates on XRP, Ripple, right? Some exciting news are in fact happening around Ripple and XRP. Okay, so in this stream, I really want to talk about it because the CEO of Ripple actually came out and spoke out. So I want to talk about it in the stream. Okay, so for all my XRP armies out there, be excited because some exciting news and things are in fact going to be happening for XRP and Ripple, of course. So we're going to be talking about XRP, and of course I'm going to give guys some updates on Bitcoin because Bitcoin right now, you guys can clearly see, is pumping. Right, you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin right now is pumping back up to the upside, back up at $26,000. You guys can clearly see that right now. It's currently trying to push forward to $27,000. We're not quite there yet, but you guys can clearly see we are in fact forming this 1 hour green candle. Pretty strong green candle as well, so it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. It's holding up very well, and we could potentially see Bitcoin touch $27,000 either sometime tonight, later on today, or potentially tomorrow. We will see. But Bitcoin has obviously been pumping. We actually saw it pump yesterday as well, all the way up to around $25,800, and it was sort of consolidating right here, and then we saw it continue to pump up to the upside. You guys can clearly see that. So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin right now. It's pumping, okay, just below $27,000, 26.7 right now for Bitcoin. You guys can see even Ethereum is pumping. I'm glad I bought some Ethereum earlier this morning. Okay, if you guys haven't seen my most previous video, I did actually go ahead and buy some more Ethereum. And yeah, Ethereum is up 5%, back at $1,700. So that's great to see for ETH. And you guys can see altcoins today are moving as well. Solana pumping. You guys can clearly see that at $16. Great to see Solana back up at $16, and it's pumping over 7%. And Polygon is pumping, right? Shiba Inu, Avalanche, okay, Chainlink slightly pumping as well. But yeah, overall the market's looking pretty good today, and it's up 2.4%. And the global crypto market cap is currently at 1.06 trillion. So the market's looking pretty good today. Okay, it really is. Seems like everything's sort of recovering. So that's great to see. So I want to talk about a fair few charts in the stream, in today's stream. Now, in yesterday's stream, I showed you guys one chart, and this person, right, tweeted out saying that Bitcoin was in fact going to be dropping back down, to its previous lows and potentially even lower. Now, there's another account here, okay, and he's saying that Bitcoin is gonna drop back down to around $17,000, and I highly doubt. I've been telling you that many times. I just highly doubt Bitcoin will ever go back down below $20,000 again. I don't think we'll ever see a 19K Bitcoin or even a 18K Bitcoin ever again. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think it's the right time for Bitcoin to do that. We know the halving is literally right around the corner. Okay, so I don't think it's the right time, and clearly I don't think it is because if we go to the weekly time frame, we have already hit bottom. I've been mentioning this many times, right? We saw Bitcoin have this falling wedge throughout all of 2022. You guys can clearly see this right here, right? It's been falling down clearly, right? But we have already hit bottom right here. Okay, we have already hit bottom. Okay, back November and December, where we saw Bitcoin pretty much stuck at like $16,000, and it wasn't really moving. And that would have been a great time to DCA, right, into Bitcoin and stack as much as you possibly can, because at that time, a lot of people thought Bitcoin would drop further down. That's when a lot of people were in fact saying Bitcoin's going to drop to like $12,000, $10,000, and some people were saying that Bitcoin could potentially drop further down to $10,000. But no, it was the complete opposite. You guys can clearly see Bitcoin break out, okay, and it clearly had a new pattern to the upside, right? It was in fact forming a new pattern to the upside. You guys can clearly see that, right? And I think this pattern will continue on. Once we see Bitcoin reach back up to $30,000 and it breaks this resistance line of $30,000, I think we will in fact see Bitcoin, continue up to the upside, right? To reach, $35,000, $40,000, and then potentially $50,000. Okay, and that's why I targeted these price targets right here. Right here, I can clearly see that. So yes, I'm still sticking with it, guys. I still think Bitcoin has the potential to reach at least 50K towards the end of the year in 2023. But there's no way in hell, right? We're gonna see Bitcoin, tumble back down, all the way down. Okay, I just don't think that's very possible. It's just very unlikely to happen because we have already hit the bottom, right? So it's all ups from here, in my opinion, right? It really is, and we know the halving is literally right around the corner. Okay, so this chart, I just don't think it's going to happen for Bitcoin at all, right? A lot of people think, we're going to see Bitcoin drop below $20,000. Very unlikely to happen, right? That's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know in the comments down below what are your personal thoughts. But personally, I don't think, Bitcoin's going to do that, right? And Bitcoin is pumping, so think about that, right? Let's go. Hang on, let's go to the 15 minutes. See if Bitcoin actually does move during today's stream, if it does anything. But you have to clearly see a very, very strong green candle did in fact form about like 30 minutes ago. So, that's obviously great to see. So we see if this can continue. But yeah, this is on the 15-minute time frame right now. See if anything moves for Bitcoin during the stream. But yeah, that's that. I don't see Bitcoin, dropping back down to like $17,000 and then bouncing back up. I really don't, right? More likely, something like this is going to happen for Bitcoin, right? And a lot of people think, yeah, they agree that Bitcoin will potentially, if we see other corrections for Bitcoin to the downside, it's going to drop, back down to like 25 to 24 to maybe even 23, right? But below $20,000, it's just very unlikely to happen. And $20,000 is around this level right here, right? So it's just very unlikely to happen. We are in fact having a support level, and so far Bitcoin didn't break below it, which is great. Okay, and now clearly, Bitcoin is in fact, bouncing back up, right? You guys clearly see that. So that's obviously, amazing to see for Bitcoin. So yeah, I feel like this is more likely to happen for Bitcoin, right? This chart right here, it's all up from here, guys. This rally that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin will continue on, right? That's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know in the comments below your personal thoughts, but I just don't think it's right time for Bitcoin to drop back down to like below $20,000. I think that's just very unlikely to happen unless something really bad happens, right? Some negative news, more FUD. We know for the past few days and weeks, a lot of FUD has been spreading for Bitcoin and crypto, right? Think about that, right? The SEC, suing two major crypto exchanges, Binance and Coinbase, and also the SEC, right? Saying that a fair few altcoins and tokens were in fact securities like Cardano, Polygon, Solana, Algorand, Filecoin, and the list goes on, right? They have named over 10 different altcoins that are in fact, they think are in fact, securities, right? So a lot of FUD around the crypto space. We know a couple of days ago, right, the rate hikes was in fact paused by the Fed. Okay, so the Fed did in fact pause the rate hikes, and that obviously caused the crypto market, not just the crypto market, but also the stock market to crash as well, right? So a lot of FUD and all that. And then also, not just that, we also saw Tether, right, a stable coin pretty much depegged to the dollar, and it still is. It's still below $1, right? So yeah, just a lot of FUD around the crypto space. You guys can clearly see that hasn't really gone back up $1 yet. Okay, the stable coin. And stable coins, we all know, are not supposed to do this, right? To like drop below $1. It's not really stable. You can't really call it yourself a stable coin, right? And that's why I've been telling you guys many times that personally, I don't invest or put my money in stable coins at all. Even USDC, not even that as well, right? I just don't trust it, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, you know what I mean? But yeah, just a lot of FUD, okay, around crypto, a lot of negative news, and still, right, think about it, and still Bitcoin is still holding up very well. Like, it's pumping today. It was pumping yesterday, and it's continuing to pump today. And this pump could continue tomorrow, and we will for sure see Bitcoin at $27,000 or surpass $27,000, right? So just think about it, guys, right? If we go to the daily time frame, you guys can clearly see Bitcoin is breaking out, right? It's clearly, slowly going back up to $27,000. Even with all this FUD, right, going around with, the crypto space, okay, and negative news around crypto, Bitcoin is still performing very, very well. Like, it doesn't care at all. So think about that, right? And that's why I always tell you guys to ignore the noise, ignore, the nonsense, right? All this FUD. is trying to, they're trying to make you spooked out, right? They're trying to make you panic sell. And I told you guys many times to not freak out, okay? And this is obviously a perfect example on why, because clearly Bitcoin is bouncing back up, and we're also obviously recovering from all of this, right? And yeah, the market's looking pretty good today, right? It really is for the past few days. So that's that. Okay, that's that. Now, let's talk about XRP, right? Some exciting news for XRP and Ripple. I've been talking about this for the past few days now, okay, because it's really exciting. So the CEO of Ripple, okay, Brad Garlinghouse, has said in an interview, and I've showed you guys this many times, that this case, Ripple, okay, versus the SEC, okay, we know Ripple has a case, a lawsuit with the SEC, and the CEO of Ripple, right, Brad Garlinghouse, has said that this case will in fact end in weeks, not months. So he's saying this case will end in weeks, which is should be very soon, right? We know that this case has been going on for a couple of years now, okay, ever since I think 2018, right? So it's been going on for a few years, like 5 years, and it's finally going to be coming to an end, right? So a lot of the XRP armies are in fact excited, okay, because we know, right, if Ripple actually wins this lawsuit with SEC, okay, we're going to see XRP pump like crazy. Right now, XRP is not really doing that, okay? You guys can see that XRP has not really been moving, still below 50 cents, which is okay. Okay, it gives us time to stack more because you guys understand, once Ripple actually wins this case, right, with the SEC, we're going to see XRP pump like crazy. I've been telling you guys that many, many times. A former XRP army, right, we all know that's going to happen, okay? So yeah, in this interview, he said himself that, it's going to end in weeks, right? This case is going to end in weeks, not months.
Now, in terms of where things stand today, and, I'll try to not get too much into the legal weeds. You are right that I feel very confident that we'll see a decision from the courts in this year. In fact, I think I would guess it'll be in weeks, not months. There's some decisions that
in weeks, not months. You guys heard it there, right? That's what his opinion is. You know what I mean? He thinks this case will end sometime, this year in 2023. We will see. Right, we will see, because for the past few years, I feel like a lot of people are in fact, predicting that, this case with Ripple and the SEC will end, this year. That's what they said in 2021. That's what they said last year in 2022, and it didn't end yet. So we will see, guys, right? But you guys understand, the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, said himself that, this case could potentially end this year himself. That's what he said himself. So we will see. Okay, we will see. And also I want to show you guys this clip. Okay, this clip just came out earlier this morning, okay, literally, and it's about 4 minutes long, and I really want you guys to watch this video, okay? It's from Brad Garlinghouse, and he's talking about in this video a fair few things, his thoughts on the events, specifically, the release of the Hinman announcements, right? Bill Hinman, right? I've talked about that before, okay? So he talks about it in this clip. So I really want to show you guys this clip. It's 4 minutes long, so I'm going to play through the whole thing because I think it's important, right? For sure. Okay.
Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse. As many of you know, I don't often make videos like this, but then again, not every week has been like this one. A few days ago, after 2 years, 7 court orders, and over $100 million in legal bills, the Hinman speech documents, including internal SEC emails and comments leading up to this now infamous 2018 speech, they've finally been unsealed. Hinman's speech created new factors to determine if a token becomes sufficiently decentralized to no longer be considered a security. At best, these documents show that senior officials at the SEC couldn't agree on the law and told Bill Hinman directly he would confuse the public even more about the rules for crypto. At worst, they show that Hinman deliberately ignored the law, and he tried to create new laws, something only Congress can do. And while he was a public servant, Hinman received millions of dollars of payments from his law firm, which was part of an alliance with others that had a vested interest in this speech. This speech isn't about any one token or any one blockchain. This is about showing the extent to which the SEC has relentlessly pursued enforcement actions against crypto players while professing fake open arms and calls to come in and register, all the while lying about their so-called guidance. As some of you may know, Ripple spent years proactively engaging with the SEC. I personally met with Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman, with no lawyer present. Why would I need a lawyer if we were all coming together in good faith? We answered every question they had, and not once did they suggest to me that XRP was a security. We were fully transparent, not knowing they would then use this information against us. The SEC hit us with a surprise Wells notice saying they were considering suing us for breaking securities laws and still refused to provide specifics. To those that have recently been hit with their own Wells notices and lawsuits, this likely sounds all too familiar. When the lawsuit did drop against us, days before Christmas, a very Grinch-like touch, they made it personal. They sued Chris Larsen and they sued myself, alleging we should have known all along that XRP was a security. You can now see, plain as day, they couldn't even agree amongst themselves. And to me, it still seems like they can't. What we saw play out in our case is exactly what's still happening. The SEC is looking to kill crypto innovation in the United States, and its current chair, an unelected bureaucrat, I might add, is weaponizing the lack of regulatory clarity to exert jurisdiction over the entire crypto space. This is the definition of putting politics over people. It's the pursuit of power over sound policy. The SEC tried to bully us into acquiescing. Thankfully, we have had the resources to fight back. And now we can all see what they fought so hard to hide. They knowingly created confusion about the rules, and they used that confusion to regulate through enforcement. That's bad faith, plain and simple. Ultimately, as our lawsuit comes to a close, for so many others, it's just starting. The fight for clarity has to continue. I'm just going to conclude by saying to my colleagues here at Ripple, to my family, my friends, everyone who has supported us over the past 2.5 years, and certainly to the whole of the XRP Army, a very heartfelt and a very genuine thank you for that support.
So there you guys have it. Okay. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has spoken out. So, yeah, guys. Okay, the main reason here why, okay, the SEC is, targeting Ripple because they are thinking, XRP is a security and whatnot, right? But in my opinion, I don't think it is. And what's weird is that recently, just last week, that the SEC were in fact mentioning a fair few altcoins like Filecoin, okay, Cardano, Solana, Polygon, right, Mana, even Sandbox, I believe, okay, and many more, right? They are in fact saying they are in fact securities, but they didn't mention XRP, right? Obviously. So I think Ripple has a chance here to really, win this lawsuit, this case with the SEC. Okay, and that's why I'm really bullish, and that's why I'm going long with my positions for XRP, because I really do believe that, XRP will pump. Okay, it's gonna pump, right? That's just my personal opinion. Once Ripple wins this case, we're gonna see XRP pump, right? And that's why I'm going long. That's why I've been stacking XRP. You guys know that, right? For the past few days, I've been accumulating XRP. I've been buying and investing and stacking in general for XRP, right? And I might actually continue on to buy XRP because it's below 50 cents, you know what I mean? And I think right now it's a great time to get in on XRP 100%. So that's just my personal opinion, guys. But yes, there's a risk to this, right? When you're putting your money into XRP right now, especially because, let's just say Ripple does lose this lawsuit with the SEC and the SEC wins. Okay, that's when we're going to see XRP dump, of course, and it's going to cause the cryptocurrency market to dump. That's when we could potentially see Bitcoin, for all the people out there that are in fact saying, Bitcoin's going to drop back down to its previous lows. Then at that time, at that very moment, we could potentially see Bitcoin drop below back down to its previous lows, right? So if XRP dumps, Bitcoin's going to dump, Ethereum's going to dump, all these other altcoins in the market will in fact follow and dump with it pretty much. But I highly doubt that's going to happen because I know Ripple has a better chance, a higher chance here of winning this case with the SEC. And that's why I'm going along with my positions for XRP, right? But that is my personal opinion. So we will see, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think of this video of Brad Garlinghouse, okay, on his thoughts right now around, you know, Ripple and XRP and this case and whatnot, and of course the Hinman documents, right? Let me know in the comments below, how do you guys feel? But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I just really wanted to come on here, give you guys a little update on what's happening with Bitcoin. But Bitcoin right now, let's have a look, is pumping, right? 15 minutes, okay? And you guys can clearly see it's now at $26,800. So it's actually pumping, okay? So we're gonna see where Bitcoin ends off tomorrow, okay? And of course, I will keep you guys updated where Bitcoin ends off. And of course, I wanted to, you know, talk about XRP, right? I just had to. Okay, some exciting news are obviously happening for Ripple and XRP. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. I would really, really appreciate that. And of course, guys, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.